Iran just claimed they shot down an F-35. Let that sink in for a second. The most advanced stealth fighter jet on the planet. The aircraft the United States spent over $1 trillion building and operating. The plane that was supposed to be untouchable, invisible to radar, invisible to missiles, invisible to everything. Gone, according to Iran. Now, whether that claim is true or not, it sent shockwaves through the Pentagon. And quietly, almost silently, the US government responded. Not with a press conference, not with a statement, with nearly $1 billion in secret upgrade contracts. Welcome back to Aerostrike. Today, we pull back the curtain on the most expensive and most controversial fighter jet upgrade in history, Block 4 and Technology Refresh 3. What it is, what it does, why it's taken years longer than promised, and why the US military is betting the entire future of air dominance on it. Buckle up. This one is wild. What is Block 4? Let's start from the beginning. The F-35 Lightning II has been flying in its original configuration for years. And while it's still an extraordinary aircraft, fifth-generation stealth, sensor fusion, all-domain awareness, the threat environment has changed dramatically. China's J-20 is in the air. Russia's Su-57 is flying. Enemy air defense systems are getting smarter, faster, and more deadly every single year. The US military saw this coming. So, back in 2018, they launched a program called Block 4, the single biggest modernization effort in the F-35's history. We're talking over 75 major upgrades across every variant of the aircraft. The F-35A, the F-35B, the F-35C, all of them. And what does Block 4 actually do? Everything. Increased missile payload capacity, brand new electronic warfare capabilities, smarter sensors, better target recognition, new long-range precision weapons including the AIM, 260 Joint Advanced Tactical Missile and the AGM, 158C long-range anti-ship missile. A complete overhaul of how the aircraft sees the battlefield, processes information, and responds to threats. But here's the thing. Block 4 isn't just about strapping new weapons to an old jet. It's about rebuilding the aircraft's brain. And that is where Technology Refresh 3 comes in. Tech Refresh 3, the new brain. Think about your smartphone for a second. Every few years, you don't just update your apps, you get a whole new phone. New processor, more RAM, better display. The apps that couldn't run on your old device suddenly become possible. That's exactly what TR3 is doing to the F-35. Technology Refresh 3 is a complete hardware overhaul of the F-35's computing core, a brand new integrated core processor, a massively expanded memory unit, an enhanced panoramic cockpit display, and underneath all of that, an open mission systems architecture that allows future upgrades to be installed like software updates without rebuilding the entire aircraft from scratch. The numbers are staggering. TR3 makes the F-35's mission systems up to 25 times faster than before. 25 times. That's not an upgrade, that's a generational leap. And it's not just speed, it's intelligence. TR3 provides the computational backbone for AI-assisted decision-making, for high-bandwidth sensor fusion, for real-time threat analysis across multiple domains simultaneously. The F-35 was already the most connected aircraft in history, but with TR3, it becomes something closer to a flying supercomputer. The Electronic Warfare Suite, the ASQ 239 Barracuda system gets a complete overhaul, enhanced radar jamming, improved electronic countermeasures, passive detection of enemy radar signals before they even lock on to you, and a new laser-based infrared countermeasure system called THRIN-DR. Yes, that's actually what it's called, that blinds incoming infrared-guided missiles. This is the aircraft Iran claims to have brought down. With Block 4 and TR3 fully operational, let's see them try again. The scandal. Years late, billions over budget. Now here's where the story gets uncomfortable. Because Block 4 and TR3 were not supposed to take this long. The original plan called for Block 4 to be fully delivered by 2026. That date has slipped to 2029, then 2031, and now Lockheed Martin is telling us the full program won't be complete until 2032 at the earliest. And the cost? The original estimate was around $10.6 billion. As of late 2025, the program is already $6 billion over budget, sitting at roughly $16.5 billion and climbing. The U.S. Government Accountability Office, the GAO, issued a scathing report. In 2024, Lockheed Martin delivered 110 F-35 aircraft. Every single one of them was late. The average delay? 238 days. That's almost 8 months per jet, up from 61 days the year before. The situation was getting worse, not better. And yet the Pentagon kept paying hundreds of millions of dollars in incentive fees to Lockheed Martin even as deliveries fell further and further behind schedule. The GAO called it out directly. "You're rewarding failure," they said. At one point, the situation got so bad that in 2023, the US Air Force actually stopped accepting F-35 deliveries entirely. New jets were rolling off the production line with TR-3 hardware installed, but TR-3 hadn't been fully tested yet. The program office literally couldn't certify whether the aircraft were safe to fly. It took until July 2024 for deliveries to restart. Where are we now in 2026? So where does that leave us today in 2026? Here's what's actually happening right now. Lockheed has completed the core development work for TR-3, and it is being fielded to the fleet. Operational testing, the real-world trials that determine whether this upgrade actually works in combat conditions, is beginning in the United States right now, in mid to late fiscal 2026. This is the moment of truth. This is where we find out if the most expensive fighter jet upgrade in history actually delivers. The nearly $991 million secret contract that triggered all the headlines recently is specifically for Block 4 modernization kits. The goal is to retrofit hundreds of jets, not just American F-35s, but allied aircraft from across the globe with these enhancements through 2032. And the upgrade is already opening doors to the next generation of capability. The F-35, with TR-3 and Block 4 fully installed, becomes a command and control hub, not just a fighter, but a node in a network of manned and unmanned aircraft. It can coordinate with collaborative combat aircraft drones. It can share targeting data across an entire battle space in real time. It's less of a fighter jet and more of a flying battle management system. Block 5 is already being discussed. F-22 technologies, infrared search and track systems, low-drag stealth fuel tanks are being evaluated for future integration. The evolution doesn't stop here. Here's the bottom line. The F-35 was already the most capable fighter jet on the planet. Block 4 and Technology Refresh 3 are turning it into something the world has never seen before. A 5 times faster, AI-assisted, electronically dominant, network-connected apex predator of the sky. Is it late? Yes. Is it over budget? Massively. Is it worth it? Ask the adversaries who are watching these tests very, very closely right now. If you want to see what comes after Block 4, what Block 5 and the 6th generation F-47 mean for the future of air power, hit that subscribe button on Aero Strike, because that video is coming soon. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. See you in the skies.